From groceries and gas to rent, mortgage and everyday essential, inflation continued to affect household budgets across Canada. Stats Canada reported that consumer inflation ticked back to 3% in July 2026. With higher grocery costs, when you look at your grocery bills, your rent and mortgage, how much is inflation affecting you personally?
Affecting me actually significantly. If you think about, let's say, like a couple of years back, things were much affordable. Comparing a couple of years back, I would say everything gone up significantly and life is not easy anymore. I guess everyone would agree with me on that topic. Honestly, the news that we see all day in terms of inflation, they call stagflation, I guess. The price goes up, but the quantity of the product, the value is just not the same anymore. So those stuff, I think those are not clear and they're a little bit fabricated, in my opinion, because they're not telling the whole story. The inflation is, I would say, definitely affecting me. Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel that the cost of living is getting better or getting worse or staying about the same?
To be clear, it's obviously getting worse, but I see silver lining, obviously, in the next year or so. Things will improve, I believe, because they put hold on immigration. That's a good thing. So we're not bringing uh, tens of thousands of people every day.
Because that would definitely create more pressure on the system, right?
Yeah, so the rents will go down, I guess. So it's happening these days.
Part of it also is the gas price because
Yeah.
to Statistic Canada, she did not have increased for over 25%.
Hmm.
Within this short period, inflation could have stayed around 2.2%.
Yeah.
But with the pressure from the increase in gas prices,
Hmm.
kind of push it to,
Yeah.
3%.
Yeah. I know, like when you take into account the gas prices, it just, the overall inflation just goes up. But if you don't take account of gas prices, rent, what would you count in, right? So that's the
That's the problem.
inflation. Yeah. Again, partially true and a little bit fabricated again.
What expenses have increased the most for you?
I guess the rent is still pretty high, and there is a threshold increase that I guess it's not mandatory, but there is a threshold which all the landlords would apply. So that adds up, just goes up every year, just like your insurance goes down. There are basically, I would say, three things that I'm most
Concerned
affected.
about?
Yeah, the most concerned about is the rent, the insurance, and the grocery bills.
And when you mention insurance, you mean the overall insurance, like insurance for your car, insurance for your house, maybe some other insurance policies that you may have?
No, that's only the car insurance.
Okay.
I guess we are, as Canadians, we are paying significantly more than many of the other nations. Like I have my brother here, he's visiting from Germany. They're like paying the third of what I pay here. Not only the insurance, but also the rent. So I live in a studio apartment. My rent is 1,600 plus utilities. And he's also staying in a studio apartment and he's paying, I guess, like 350 euros. 350, yeah. 350 euros. It's $500. Yeah, equivalent of like $500-600. Yeah.
That's a significant difference, man.
Yeah, like one third of what I pay here. Yeah. My previous car was just a basic, second hand, whatever. And in total, I was paying more than the value of the car for the year of insurance payment was, I guess, like maybe twice of the car's value.
How much responsibility should the federal government take for controlling the cost of living?
I wouldn't say because there's ongoing economic turmoil in the global stage. We're not only the ones suffering from this. Also in Germany, like the price has gone up, and so the wage is not improved that much. So we are not alone in this for sure. And despite me having concerns about the government and the overall things, all the policies, whatever, I still believe we are still way better than many other nations. Yeah. Like we have, resources, and only just putting hold on immigration will be enough to improve lots of things.
And that part you mentioned now is one thing that government is putting significant attention on.
Yeah.
Would you rather see a lower interest rate, even if inflation remains somehow higher, or higher rates if that helps bring prices down?
Seems like that's the only option they have.
Yeah.
I don't have any real estate investment. So from my end, of course, keep the rates higher so that at least the money is not pouring into real estate as it used to be. Because that's we are still in a dire situation, right? Lots of like condo prices are just getting crushed, going down every day, plus lots of projects still going on. The rhetoric that we were given is wasn't actually true in my opinion, because seems like we're going to be ending up with tons of housing at the end,
Yeah.
and they're not the most desired. They're like this, small units with not possible to house more than two people. So as you see, there are lots of families with lots of members, right? Lots of kids, lots of relatives
Yeah, yeah.
from overseas visiting. So you can't host them in
Yeah.
a like
Because
500 square feet unit.
when you all have temporary resident people in Canada, whether they come to study or maybe they come for any other reason, and maybe some of them see the need to claim asylum for whatever reason, try to resolve their cases as quickly as possible. Because when you don't do that and you're giving room for like 2 years, 3 years within that period, they're going to have babies.
Yeah,
Like
they're
the
always
time.
pending. Yeah,
So, but if you're able to do that in time, they know their faith as well. So it's also a good service to them. If
yeah,
they know that within, let's say, 3 months or 4 months, you say yes to them, good. And if you say no, they can quickly, pack their stuffs and leave the country. And if any one of them doesn't want to leave, then you follow the, normal procedure to
yeah,
get them out of the
yeah.
country. And I think that is also very good fighting inflation, fighting cost of living. And I think part of that is what the government is also addressing now. I hope that we're able to attend to this as quickly as possible. If you were the governor of Bank of Canada, how would you handle the inflation?
What was his name? Tiff Macklem, right?
Yeah.
I believe he's a good guy. He's able to handle this issue more than anybody, seems like. I wouldn't do anything different because, again, this is a complicated issue. He's doing whatever he can do. And I wouldn't do anything different than him, to be honest. They're pretty
Very nice
independent.
spot.
Yeah, I mean, they do whatever they can do.
Thank you.